All right, guys, welcome back to Single Not Alone 2. Um, Sorry, I don't have high production value here. I was using my Mac. So I'm going to answer another one from the divorced dads with kids. Um, this gentleman here went ahead and his wife has left him 3 days ago with the kids. And when he picked them up, his kids were exhausted and they've slept 14 hours. That's a lot. But it's only been 3 days, and the emotional shock about the separation and moving out and everything definitely is going to have some kind of effect on them. There's no way around it. 14 hours is extreme, especially for what he says is a young teenager. So I would definitely, maybe take their temperature. I'd take their temperature, and I definitely, when they wake up, sit down and talk with them and find out what's up. What did happen. While they were, say, hey, what'd you guys do? You don't have to poke and pry. Most of the time, you don't want to hear what's going on at the other house. I know I usually just ask how they've been. Is there anything they want to tell me? And I leave it at that with my kids. But 14 hours is obviously quite a bit. But definitely take some temperature and understand. Just it's really fresh for them. You said that that they left just 3 days ago. That's a lot of emotional stress and even physical stress, and it's gonna make them pretty exhausted. And you have to kind of be a little more patient with them and understand that they're gonna be depressed, and depression is going to make them tired and make them want to fall asleep. And do what you can to not make them depressed. Have their favorite breakfast or their favorite lunch. Maybe go out someplace. Get them outside. Get them to a park. Get them to wherever you can go. Try to keep it cheap because as a newly separated slash soon to be single father, you're gonna learn. You're gonna need every dime. So try to keep it free or less expensive as you can. Don't say, hey, we're going to Disney, but think of fun things to do that they enjoy, that will help them open up. And definitely keep asking them questions. How are they feeling? Is there anything they want to talk about? And be open and honest with them. If you're not honest, they will eventually find out. And if you don't want to tell them, just tell them flat out, look, I'm sorry, but that's not something that I feel is appropriate to talk with you at this point. Um, you your child is, like I said, young teenager, and it's not something that they need to hear every inch about. My ex decided to tell my now 7 and 11-year-old. Back then they were, was it 8 and 4? She told them her version of what happened, and they were mad at me for years. I refused to tell them what actually happened or anything else. And now my children see what's really going on, and they see um, how people are and how people react without me having to say anything. And I'd rather have it that way than anything else. I don't look like a bad guy. I'm not the guy bashing their mother. I'm the guy who's building her up in their mind and in their eyes. And even though I don't like the woman, um, it is what it is. And it was not an easy path to handle or walk, but I chose that path, much to the dislike of my girlfriend, and it's really worked out in the end. So just try to talk to them when they wake up, and just understand it's very fresh, and I'm sure it's has something to do with depression, but it's definitely not out of line. See you guys at the next one.